Good morning, BB friends. Let's do a quick catch up of some things that happened overnight last night on the live feed. So if you don't want spoilers, this is your chance to scroll. Number one, we know our veto winner is Ashley, and she was a current nominee. Veto ceremony will be sometime today, and she will definitely be using the veto on herself, and Vince, the HOH, will need to make a replacement nominee. This is something that was very heavily talked about last night. I think at the time that Vince went to bed, the current decision was still to nominate Kelly, and here is why. It would be the least amount of blood on his hands, essentially. So basically, if you remember, what we have seen on the episodes is Vince telling the people that were in the group that he competed with for HOH that he would not nominate any of them. He already nominated Ashley, so he broke his word there. But then he also made a separate deal with Jimmy, the one that got to pick who competed in that competition, that if he competed, or if he chose him to compete in the competition, he would not nominate him. So there are a lot of people that are really kind of pushing for Jimmy to be the replacement nominee. But Vince is like, okay, I've made literally 2 deals in this house. I've already gone back on one of them by nominating Ashley. If I nominate Jimmy, I'm breaking both of the deals that I made. So then what is my word to people? And we saw on last night's episode where Kelly had volunteered, and she has still been giving the okay to the okay to Vince to nominate her. Now, another person that's been tossed around as a replacement nominee is Keanu, but honestly, I didn't really see Vince exploring that one to great lengths. He was only really listening to Jimmy talk about this, and that's really the only person that he discussed it with. There was a couple other people in the room. I think it was Morgan and Zach. But essentially, the reasoning for Jimmy wanting Keanu nominated is because Keanu is coming after Jimmy, but this isn't Jimmy's HOH, unfortunately for him, and contrary to what he thinks and how he's acting. There's definitely some alliances that have been formed. However, everything seems really fluid, and I couldn't really determine who true alliances to certain people were. I will say though, Rachel and Amy are definitely very, very close. One last thing to make note of is Riley. He doesn't want to nominate people. He doesn't want to make alliances. Essentially, Riley doesn't want to play the game. I'll be back later with more updates as the day moves along.